My name is Tori, this is Noble Life, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to a very impromptu unhaul. So what I decided to do with my shelves and everything like that, like I'll put in a little clip of what you guys see right here, but I have over 50 books sitting right here, okay? This is the state that I have completely unhauled all of those books. Because honestly, I am tired of not having room on my shelves. I want to make room for books that I really want to collect. So everyone will have their discussion on book buying and what is the word? Over-consumerism? I don't know what, I think that's the word. I don't care what you do with your money. Your money is your money and you can do with whatever you want, okay? So basically, I decided to really over this last year narrow down the book boxes I want to continue to support and subscribe to, what books I want to buy. Like I do have like unboxings and stuff, but it's usually like 25 books that I haul. It's not like 100. I used to haul hundreds of books over like back in book haul videos here on my channel. I don't think I've ever actually posted a true unhaul because I always feel weird. Like I feel weird getting rid of books. Like when I'm someone that I hold money to like the highest standard. So if I've spent money on something, I have a really hard time parting ways with that, if that makes sense. Like I've spent money on a lot of these books and I bought them myself at book signings thinking I'm gonna buy them over the last 3 or 4 years and I just haven't gotten to them. So I went through during my reset vlog and I went and unhauled a lot. So I figured to do a dedicated video to unhauling all of these books. So I will have my Pango link down below for any books that I'm selling. Special editions that I bought myself, like I've continued to get my Mystic boxes even though I canceled that subscription. So I don't know if they're like backlistings, sending out stuff. I wasn't planning on filming today, so if I look a little different, I'm just in a t-shirt. It's just like a Friday hanging out and stuff like that. But a lot of these books I bought myself and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all my special editions first. Most all of these special editions are going to be listed on Pango only at like a very small amount. Like the Mystic boxes, I'm putting them up for like $30. I don't care to make money off of them. That's not what I'm doing. I just want them out of my freaking house, okay? I just want them out of my house. So I did get this book from Dark and Quirky. This is Next to You by Hannah Bonham Young. This one I think I'm actually going to give to a friend because I know that they love this book. I actually read this book and I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. Was it this book? I don't know if Hannah Bonham Young's writing is for me, but this is like a Dark and Quirky special edition that came in a book box. And I'm going to give it to someone who I think would love and cherish it more than I do. I did get the Mystic box of Pepper Winters and I don't even know where this art goes, y'all. I just don't have any desire to keep these books. I don't think I'm actually going to ever read them. My TBR is long already. I don't really need to add them. They're still in the plastic. I haven't even taken them out. Like, they're gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with these books. It's just not an author I personally want to collect. So I want these to go to someone who is actually going to collect them, you know? I'm going to try and speed through these. Oh, this artwork goes with the Pepper Winters. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I need to keep that together. Sorry if this is chaotic. I got the Sarah, I think this is Belle? I think this was Belle. I read one of these books in the Wild Boys duet and thought it was okay. I don't think I read Burn For You, or if I did, it wasn't my favorite. So like they're still in the plastic. They've been sitting on my shelves. Like these are pretty, they're gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't care to collect these books from Sarah Kay. I love her Salacious Players Club series, just not these. So those will go to a better home. I did get the Larry's book box from Eternal Embers. I love Eternal Embers. I love Larry. I just don't personally like this Sinners duet from Sophie Lark. So this will go, I think, on my Pango because none of my friends want it, or if they did want it, they already got it from someone, but it's signed, not personalized. This is just not my favorite. This is like the 2 books by Sophie Lark that I've read that I just don't like. It's not for me, so I want this to go to another good home. Okay, so for other special editions, I have the Adeline Forrest box. It's still all in here. So the 2 books by Adeline Forrest will go to a different home, I guess. And then I just got the T.L. Smith book box from Mystic. I don't care to keep this either. I'm not even going to unbox it because there's no point. I just want those books out of my house. So those are some special editions that if you want to grab them, they'll be listed on Pango. I've never used Pango, so bear with me. Now, all these other books either I've read and I don't like, I've given 3 stars, just all of those things, you know what I mean? I just don't know what to... I bought a lot of these books and I just don't know what to do with them. It's driving me absolutely bonkers that I have them. Like, for me to unhaul 50 books, guys, that's a lot for me. So, okay. Let's just run through them really quickly because I don't want this to be a ridiculously long video. Okay. Scarlet Peckham, The Duke I Tempted. I got this at a secondhand bookstore before I read the book. I read the book and I gave it like 3 stars. It was okay. I'll never recommend it. I'll never read it again. Why keep the book, right? This came in the last chapter book box. This is one of those like special edition historicals that I was so excited about. Hate these covers. I unhauled 3 out of the 5 and this is the 4th one that I'm going to unhaul. I'm keeping the Beverly Jenkins one because I love Beverly Jenkins and that is the only cover that I actually like. I'm unhauling the Lily of Ludgate Hill by Mimi Matthews. I'm just never going to read this like newer historical vibes. If I'm going to spend time reading historic romances I should say, I'm going to go and read some old school ones. I have 2 books by L.J. Evans. I'm just going to unhaul, put in a little free library because they're brand new. Sweet Memories and After All the Wreckage. This is just not an author that I plan to pick up anytime soon. I just don't have time to. I do have some Devney Perry books that I'm going to get rid of that I didn't like. Oh, I don't know where the other one went, but Runaway Road, this is actually one of my least favorites in the series, so I'm going to get rid of this one just because I read it and I didn't like it. Last Chance, A Chance for Us by Corinne Michaels. I love these covers. This one is personalized to me, so I don't know what to do with that. It's signed, but it's personalized, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with these. I just probably am never going to get to Corinne Michaels. I bought those before I actually read a lot of her stuff. Beth O'Leary, The Wake Up Call. This doesn't... I would love to be a girly who loves Beth O'Leary, but it's not me. So I'm going to give that to someone else. Faking Christmas. I did read this last year for Christmas, and I gave it like 3.5 stars. It was super cute, super short. I'm probably just never going to reread it again, so I keep it on my shelf. 1 Star Romance by Laura Hankin. I haven't heard the best things about this book, and it's on my shelves. And because I'm doing this book haul, I'm like, I keep saying, oh, I think I'm going to read it. I think I'm going to read it. I know myself, I'm not going to read it. Not going to read it at all. Collide by Bal Cahabra. I thought this was okay, 3.5 stars. I read it, but I'm never going to reread it, so why keep it on my shelf and have it keep up space? Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. I did read this. I actually have an Afterlight special edition of this book, and I do want to collect her books, but I don't... what's the point of keeping 2 copies of a book I gave like 3.5, 4 stars? So I'll keep my special edition and give this one away. Body Check by Tegan Hunter. I have never read a Tegan Hunter book, and out of all the hockey romances out there, I'm probably never going to read it. So, this is when I got a Book Bonanza as a free book, and I'm never going to read this. I should have just left it. I'm never going to read those. Christina Lauren, The Paradise Problem. It's the Book of the Month edition. I haven't heard the best things. I mean, like, I heard things, but, like, Christina Lauren isn't my girly. She's not for me. They are not for me. I just don't always enjoy their books. Like, there's so many books out there to read. I really want to read books that I hardcore enjoy. This book has been on my shelf for legit 3 years. Don't Let Me Fall by Kelsey Ray. I think I bought this at a signing, or it was on my wish list and I bought it. I don't know, but I just, never gonna read it. Last Call at the Local. While I did enjoy it a little bit, it was 3.5 stars. I'm never going to physically pick it up again, so what's the point of having it on my shelf? That's what I keep telling myself. What's the point? The Tragedy of Felix and Jake by Jan Daniels. I also don't have any plans to read this book. It's not screaming, read me. Oh, here are the Devney Perry books. Okay, so these are the 3 Devney Perry books. 4 Devney Perry books that I didn't actually love. Noble Prince and Stone Princess. Oh, wait. This one's Stone Princess. These are not my favorite in the series, so I'm going to do something with them. And then the Edens, Indigo Ridge and Garnet Flats are not my favorite, so I'm going to move on from them. Emma Renshaw. I keep saying, I'm going to read this book, but out of all, like, dark contemporary romances, I will read something else. Another Book Bonanza book we got a while ago, I guess. Stroke of Midnight, Kay Webster. Don't know what to do with it. Never going to read it. Okay, move on. A Bullet Between Us by Kay Docile. Docile. It's a good mafia romance. I think I gave it 3.5 stars when I read it. Why take up space for a 3.5 star book, you know? You Beautiful Thing, You by Saffron Kent. I am probably not going to read this book. I got an arc of this and it was not my cup of tea. She's like pregnant. Then The Pawn by Skye Warren. I kept this thinking, I'm going to read it. I'm never going to read it. She just doesn't seem like my thing. Corrupt Kingdom by Ava Harrison. I really love these covers and I think I read this one and I gave it like 3.5 stars. Why take up space for a 3.5 star book? Marnie Mann. I started to read this series because this is book like 4, I think. And they're all like 3.5 star books. So I'm like, I don't want a 3.5 star book taking up space, you know? Prince of Hearts by Ellie Cotton. I love her, oh my god, hockey series. Contemporaries, that's been on my shelf for 3 or 4 years now. So I'm never probably going to read it. The Simple Wilds, I read it and I wasn't the biggest fan. It was okay. I don't even remember what my rating was, but I wasn't like blown away by a lot of people. Promise and Pomegranates, this is the indie version. I read these and they were okay. I never continued on with the series. I'm so happy she got picked up. She's just not for me. So we're going to move on. But y'all, Den of Vipers. I literally just bought this at a Polycon. Why did I spend money? I blinked out and was by the author's table and I felt bad so I bought it and I DNF'd this book. Another book that's going to shock people. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I read this and I did not like it. I gave it like 3.5 stars. I don't think these fantasy romances are for me. I want to be on the hype train, but I'm not on the hype train, so I'm going to get rid of it because I want to make room for other fantasy romances that I like, you know what I mean, on my fantasy romance shelf. This is The Temporary Wife by Katerina Mora. It's like an exclusive edition. I don't like this one. I think I've read some of her books in that series and that one's not my favorite. Another fantasy romance I have no desire on reading, A Legacy of Temptation by Larissa Ione. I've had friends read this and did not like it as much. So this book has been on my shelves since I was in my husband's office. If you've been here since my black shelves, y'all, I'm never going to read this. I keep saying I'm never going to read it. I actually did read this book, Girl, Serpent, Thorn, and I gave it 3.5 stars. It was cute, not my favorite. Another book that I read was this one by Scarlett St. Clair, Queen of Myth and Monsters. Wasn't my favorite. I think I gave it 3 stars. Another book I DNF'd. What the River Knows. See, this is what happens when I buy books at Barnes & Noble full price thinking I'm gonna love them, and I didn't. I DNF'd this book. All the Stars and Teas by Adeline Grace. While I love Adeline Grace, I don't think this book is gonna be for me. I read Heartless Hunter, did not like it, gave it 3.5 stars. I was kind of confused by that book. Fate of Inked and Blood, I wanted to love this so freaking much, but I gave it 3.5 stars, so there's no point of taking up my space. Okay, we got one more stack. Okay, this is actually going a lot quicker than I thought. Battle Royale by Lucy Parker, excuse me. I bought this, I actually really enjoyed this, gave it 4 stars, but I am never going to pick it up again. It's been on my shelves for 2 years, so what's the point? A Cosmic Kind of Love, I bought this thinking I'm going to love Samantha Young's writing, and I don't know if this type of contemporary romance by her is for me. I think I love more of her indie published stuff. Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood. Me and Allie Hazelwood, we just don't vibe. I mean, I thought Love Hypothesis was okay, but I don't plan to keep her books. Another Rachel, I don't even know where I got this book. Rachel Van Dyken, The Perfects. I have never read a Rachel Van Dyken book. Playing the Palace by Paul Rudnick. I read this book, really enjoyed it. It was cutesy. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. Once again, why keep a 3.5 star book on my shelves? I have 2 Katie Robert books I'm unhauling. Blood on the Tide and Dark Succession. I just haven't seen the best reviews on this, so yeah, I don't plan on keeping these 2 Katie Robert books. This is a arc that I don't really know what to do with. Under the Sycamore Tree. I will not read this. It's chronic illness, yes, but someone dies. Max Monroe book I'm gonna unhaul. Never read it this summer. I've had this on my shelf for a while. I bought this full price. Misfit by Elle Kennedy. Haven't heard anything. Have no desire to read it. Why Are You Here? Well, this was a fun time. I never continued on with this series, so I want to get rid of this book. Yeah, why get rid of it? Nyla K. I think I picked this up at some book signing. I read this and it was good. I had a fun time, but I don't plan on keeping this and rereading it, so we're going to do that. And then I bought these used, actually, thinking that I was going to read all of these by BB Reed. I'm not. I'm never going to read these, so this is the Fear Me series, so... Okay, that actually went a lot quicker than I thought. So yeah, that's me unhauling all these books. I feel awful, but I need to part ways. I need to make space. And this is a good start for 50 books of what books I'm going to sell on Pango, what books I'm going to put in little free libraries, stuff like that. So, that's all I have for this unhaul video. over 50 books gone. I went through them kind of quickly, but it is what it is, okay? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. For the emoji, drop me a book stack emoji because I have like 4 book stacks here that are huge and I have to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with these books now. But yeah, drop me a book stack emoji in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content for me. As always, I hope you're living an awesome life and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.